And speaking of Disney, I mean, they've gone on a beastly buying rampage lately.
Yeah, man, Disney's about to become a monopoly. I'm surprised they're not considered one already.
So I already knew, we already know that they already owned, Hulu,
They got
majority stake,
Hulu,
the whole nine.
they got ESPN.
So the fact, yeah, they've owned ESPN, all that for a minute. ABC, ABC and all that's all under that umbrella. But the fact that they're not now gonna consolidate and shut the Hulu app down and put everything under the Disney Plus, I'm a little on the fence with, because I ain't gonna lie, I like Hulu's interface a little bit more than I like Disney Plus's.
Right.
So hopefully, if they're gonna do that, maybe they'll bring that model over. The Disney Plus, them already getting the rights to Avengers and all the Marvel MCU, getting the rights to The Simpsons because they own Fox and everything.
They got Star Wars.
Getting all the Star Wars stuff. And I think they own National Geographic.
Yeah.
And now they've also paid $1.6 billion to own the rights to WWE. So now they're gonna have all WWE content, and they bought the NFL Network, and part of that agreement, it gives 10% owner stake to the NFL in ESPN.
Right.
So ESPN becomes a 10% stakeholder in ESPN, and Disney gets the NFL Network itself.
Right.
Yeah, which is just crazy.
Yeah, that's some respect my conglomerate type shit right there.
Yeah.
Nah, but I mean, honestly, it's a trip to me that they're going that route of shutting down Hulu and keeping Disney Plus. Because once I found out that Disney bought Hulu, I feel like it would have made sense, since Disney Plus was in its infant stages and the money that they were putting into it.
On the Hulu
basically,
app. Yeah.
Create a Disney channel, put it on the Hulu app,
right,
and then you can save yourself a ton of development and all the behind the scenes
the
stuff,
programming, everything.
of setting up
but
Disney
but
Plus.
the flip side to that is because Disney already is a huge conglomerate in itself.
Yeah.
When they did that, I think this was the strategy to
absorb it into
the end game, because they knew they had the branding with the Marvel and the Star Wars and everything else.
Right.
So it's kind of like, let's establish this as one of the top streaming services, which they have.
Yeah.
And then we'll just now all these you could already get the bundle, right? So you got the bundle. Now you're just gonna have part of me is kind of happy because it is one less thing to have to open. It's all in one. You're gonna have a lot of stuff in one place.
Right.
And I would prefer that anyways.
Which is, I mean, it's crazy how that worked, because everything used to be all together.
Right.
And then everything split apart because everybody was trying to get their own piece of the pie.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to figure out how to bring it back together, because there's just too many. There's just too many.
You have too many subscriptions. But the thing is now is I promise you, the bundle that you used to pay for that would give you ESPN, Disney, and Hulu, that bundle is going to go up, dude. Because now it's in one app. They're just going to call it one service, and it's going to become so premium because all that content is in one place.
Yeah.
You might be paying, $30 a month for all three or whatever it is now.
Yeah.
It's going to end up being like 50. And we're at the stage now where streaming. So initially, streaming was like the way to cut your cord, to get out of cable, to get out of satellite. Like personally, I love DirecTV. Like I love my DirecTV.
Yeah.
And they stream. They got, stuff through their app as well, and I love it. I love the way it's set up. But I can honestly say that we're going back to the model of cable.
Like cable, yeah.
Because you have so many services and so many bills now, and they're not cheap. They remember when a lot of the streaming services came out, they were $4.99.
They were cheap.
$3.99.
Yeah.
So, and it was like, oh man, I can get all these services on streaming, and it's only going to cost me like $40 a month versus my cable bill that's $150.
Right.
Well, if you add up most of what most people have, the Amazon Prime, and I know you get free shipping and all that stuff with that, but nonetheless, still $150 a year.
And now Amazon Prime is changing up, because Prime TV, you have to pay an additional to get commercial free now.
Right.
Whereas before, that was just included in Amazon Prime. Yeah.
So they went with the ad. A lot of them did that with the ads.
Yeah. So between Amazon Prime, between YouTube TV, because they got their thing.
Right.
Hulu, Netflix.
I feel like the main ones is probably Prime, Max, Disney Plus, Hulu, and I feel like you throw Netflix. And then I think Peacock and Paramount Plus are pretty decent.
Right.
I think most people have all of those. Between all of those,
it adds up.
You're right back to paying your cable bill.
Yeah, $100 all over again.
So, and it's a trip, because I'm hearing, I got a lot of friends and whatnot. A lot of people saying like, you know what, I can just re-sign up for DirecTV Stream, and I can have access to a lot of stuff anyways.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the cool thing. But
you got to get your HBO separate. You got to get your Showtime separate.
Yeah.
Is Cinemax even still a channel? Are they still around? I know you got Stars.
All those channels. Yeah. So
yeah, you're being nickel and dime into paying almost more than what you were paying for cable back in the day.
You were tricked into buying everything separate because it was going to be cheaper, and now everything's going back to bundle.
Right. Oh, how do we forget Apple TV?
And Apple TV, right?
And that in itself is its own
and it has
entity.
a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
and that's how they get you. You know, they get you with this limited programming where it's like only available on Apple TV. Okay, well, let me get Apple TV. Probably a lot because what I try to do is if there's a show that's coming up that I want to watch on a certain service, I'll get it so I can watch that show.
Right.
Intentionally.
Right.
And then forget to cancel.
Like you can't. How are you not going to watch Severance?
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah.
Wow, my brain farting on the soccer show.
It's not Dan Daly.
Wow.
Shout out to my Marines that know who Dan Daly is.
You got Ted Lasso. I mean,
that's another good one.
There's shows like all up on Apple.
The
Apple
Morning
Plus.
Show. Did you watch the Morning Show?
Yeah.
They got a lot of good shows on there.
I'm watching Stick right now with Owen Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a golf.
It's sort of like Happy Gilmore,
right?
To a certain degree,
right?
But it's a good show. It's a good show. So yeah,
Apple TV. I mean, not Apple TV. No, Apple TV. Yeah, definitely has some good programming.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's you're hard pressed not to have that one.
Yeah,
but again, it adds up because you want to see all these shows. You're gonna pay for all these subscriptions.
So coming up next is the Can You Reach That streaming service for $14.99 a month, and you won't get anything different than you get right here on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts
that we're giving away for free.
Yeah, we'll continue doing the free stuff, but if you want to pay and you're just that kind, we'll do the same exact content and you can pay.
We'll come up with some premium content if you give us premium dollars.
All right, well, check out my OF and
No, I will not.
But yeah, I mean it's a crazy world we live in, but that's where we're at. We're paying higher bills than we did when we had the corded services.
The gift and the curse of advancement in technologies, you know.
Yeah, it's all cheap at first,
and then get
you
in the back
once they pull you enough people away to where they're like, oh, we got this many. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna bump them up. They ain't got no choice.
Right.
So
yeah, they make you hook.
Remember, the first crack rock is free.
Right. You got to pay for the rest of them. Yeah, man. Because I mean, you know, honestly, shout out to Netflix for still being a front runner in this game, because for them to transition to physical media. Because I won't say should have, but they could have died with Blockbuster and Hollywood Video.
Well, I mean, they were kind of like the mail order Redbox.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
they were the ones that started it. Like, you didn't have to go out to get a Netflix movie. Like, they basically brought Blockbuster into your home.
Yeah.
You can just go online, find your movies. It would take about 2 days to get the movie.
Right.
And I was literally watching a movie a day, like a disc a day, because I'd watch the movie, pop it in the mailbox. Next day, a movie would come in.
So I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have Netflix when they had the physical media. I got when they first started streaming when it was like $4.
Yeah,
that's when I joined. That's when I got on Netflix. But similar service, I did subscribe to GameFly, which was the Netflix for games.
Yeah.
So games. You'd put your wish list together, same thing, and you'd have your top listed ones. They try to get out whatever they could was available.
Yeah.
Within like 2 days, you'd have a game. You could have it, keep it for as long as you want. When you're done, return it, get your next game, and they gave you the option to buy it.
Right.
So if you wanted to keep it, you got a discounted rate. You could keep it, and then they just send you the next one off your rental, and they'd send you the case and everything.
Yeah.
So I had that for a few years as well. But yeah, I mean, I think I read a story too that I'm forgetting if I think it was Netflix. I don't remember, but I think Netflix had a talk with Blockbuster initially about
to
this.
Try to get them,
and they were trying to figure out a merger type of thing and get them on board. And Blockbuster was like, "This is stupid. Nobody's going to go for this mailing movie thing."
Right.
Oops.
Yep. That's the dinosaur.
So
yeah, you gotta move with the times. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's hard to transition to, but in the end, if you can't keep it moving, if you can't keep it fresh,
survival of the fittest.
Yeah, you're gonna
Darwin.
go extinct.
Yep, Darwin in action. Extinct. So,
but luckily Netflix was able to reach a point to where they've been able to still be.
Well, because they not only did they start streaming and made it more convenient from the physical, they kept the physical for a while simultaneous.
Right, and doing both. Yeah.
And then they upgraded to HD and then eventually to 4K. But then it was the exclusive content. like
Right.
you said.
Right.
Once they started doing exclusive Netflix series, Netflix stand-up specials were big. Then it was like, oh, we can only watch on Netflix.
Yeah, we
and
gotta
now,
get
and now they're
Netflix.
doing live events, and they're doing,
Yeah.
it's all So.
Yeah, those and that right there, another game changer. You
Yeah.
know, the fact that they were doing live events. You know,
You mean live TV is something new?
on a streaming service, yes.
Right, right.
And whenever they first do it,
it's not through rabbit ear aluminum
the rabbit
antennas,
antennas, yeah, with the foil on the tips.
Fox viewing positions.
Right. And the crazy part about it, because they did it with Prime when they did NFL on Prime.
Right.
When it first came out, it was crappy.
Yeah,
It was all choppy. There was a lot of lag. The signal would drop out. You got to click back out and click back in.
I miss NFL Sunday Ticket on DirecTV. I can't lie. That service was fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Pay top dollar for that too, huh?
hey, it was worth it. It was every penny having all those games, and you didn't have that kind of issue.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah.
The times have changed. Now everything is internet based.
Yep.
Got to have the interwebs. That should be a utility, like an official utility. Like it's going to get to that point.
I mean, I feel like it is. If you have internet, something wrong with you.
Yeah. Like internet,
doesn't have internet?
it's gonna be water, electricity, and internet. You know.
I
Like,
mean, I have friends who can't afford their internet bill, and so what they do is they just use the hotspot on their cell phone as their internet. So that's how they got internet in their house.
yeah.
So I mean,
shoot, homeless people got internet now. So,
right?
Yeah.
So
It's crazy.
it is nuts, but
Can you reach that?
Can you reach that?